Good morning, my creative collective. This is May 4th, and this is your daily creative reading for that day. So let's dive right in. I'd like to invite the angels, my guardian angels, my spirit guides, protectors, teachers, and their healing energy to this space. And I ask that it is a safe and brave space that allows for the fullest expression of our light, humanity, ascension, and healing. All right, Spirit. Let's do this. Can I get some messages for my daily creatives for May 4th, please? May 4th. Thank you so much. North Star, flip your inner light switch. X marks the spot. See the love in disguise. I'm going to pull my sleeves up here. Spirit, what messages do you have? This one? Me time. Enjoy your own company. Enjoy your own company. You know what I'm going to do is put these over here because I can, and it just feels more aligned with how I've been doing these readings. So we're going to dive into this here with the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann to this Hero's Journey spread. Spirit, can I get some messages for my daily creatives, please? And thank you so very much. For May 4th. Wow, these cards are just like flying everywhere. A lot of the readings that I've been doing today, very similarly. I've only been using these cards for a year, and I'm finally able to shuffle them like that. They're very good quality card stock. So, yeah, no, still can't. Thought I would try and be a show off, but teach me. Okay, Emperor. Woo. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Tower. Whoa. This is almost like being stuck in your head. Like you're showing up as the Emperor, but I get that you're like turning away from something. Like there's an energy you're turning away from. Like you can't look it in the face. With the Emperor, the Seven of Swords. Like it's like there's two sides of something. There's like it, or like this is like a memory that's haunting you, like something that happened that you haven't forgiven yourself for, or there's like guilt that's hanging on, something along those lines. Yeah, like there's just this shadow. It could be a shadow side of yourself that I'm not sure. And then we have the Eight of Swords, which is more mindset, releasing a mindset here. And then the Tower, I think, is this release. Like this also, I mean, it seems like you're being struck by inspiration, like some kind of lightning, right? And you're not, like you're set apart from it. It's almost like you are, like you're part of the tower falling. I don't know why so you're part of the tower falling. This is like part of you, like you're bursting out from, or up or beneath, you're bursting from something here. Like it's just like bursting, and I'm bursting at the seams. Like it's almost like there's some way that this mindset or this way of seeing things has restricted you. There's like an alternative solution, and it's like you need to get out of your head and into your heart. And it's like what you can't see, your intuition sees. And you finally, there's something that you just like get. This could also be restricted by circumstances as well. So, but something is shifting here. Like there's going to be this blasting through things. And I think that's where you just burst through. And it's like this very clear inspiration, and it's electric. Like I'm thinking about what lightning has done. And lightning is how, electricity was begun to be harnessed, right? So there's something about this energy that you're harnessing that would shock most people, but what you're actually tapping into is your capacity to transmute energy and to turn it into something that will help many people. So there's something here about that for you. Wow. Daily creatives. What the heck? I mean, I'm here for it. This is awesome. That's great energy. If we're talking about creative potential, what better creative potential can be manifest than that? And 3 of emotions, so 3 of cups. Three of Cups. 3 of Cups and the Empress. Wowza. Yeah, there's like big celebration energy on this. There's this is like sacred siblinghood. Not this one. This is the Empress card. Sorry. I should hold up the one that I'm talking about instead of holding up the one that I'm not talking about. I feel like that might be a better strategy. The Protagonist Energy is this sort of like soul family. It's like mutually beneficial connections and friendships and things that really like the value that you valuing what you bring to relationships and what they bring to you. So these are connections that are thriving. And I think this may be like connections that I almost get the Emperor as being a bit lonely. Like there's all of these people in a crowd, but the Emperor is standing alone, and that's okay. Like it's not a bad thing, but it's almost like you're looking for your sense of family and your sense of bearing, your emotional, I'm hearing connective tissue, like your emotional bearing, your emotional connective tissue to the world. And that's in this connection with others. And I see like a gigantic Ace of Pentacles in the background. So I'm understanding too that there's a full moon in their hand. And what I'm seeing here is the Scorpio full moon. So there could be something that you're releasing around that time. But the Tower happens and it allows you to release it. And you remember that you have this sort of support system, this support system in place for you. And the Ace of Pentacles is really, this is about understanding what you value through the context of relationships and celebrations and friendships. The channeling is like on fire this morning. Now, the Empress, interestingly, is showing up in the Protagonist position. This to me is interesting because of the fact that it's almost like too much of a good thing. Like, I think that you just have to be careful of this. Like, you're showing up as Emperor, Empress. And I think, too, that this is also counterpart energy. So what this can also what this tells me is that there's a way that, like, this showing up in the antagonist energy is that too much focus on relationships that are not inclusive of friendships can be really harmful in the long run, right? So it's understanding this, the need to ground energy, the need to ground energy. I also see here Saturnian energy and what looks to be a manifestation of Plutonic and full moon energy. So it could be like, this is possibly like the relationship, the lessons of relationship past, and you're learning and understanding more that friendships really are everything, and connections that aren't romantic, that don't have that I don't want to say pressure, but kind of like they don't have that context. So there's so much more freedom in them. But it's almost like there's mindsets. I'm getting this like almost like the unfolding of relationships for you, right? Like North Star, X marks the spot, me time. Like there's something we're stepping into here, but we've also had to let go of something else. I'm getting like we've had to let go of something else in our relationships, or ways of thinking about relationships first for this to work. For this to work. Maybe there's a specific situation. Queen of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. I'm almost getting that this, like, there's something about this North Star here. You're harnessing energy in a way that's drawing your soul family to you. So bravo to you. That's excellent. I think it's just a need to ground the energy, because I feel like there's a lot of it upon this realization that you have. It's almost like possibly like a sixth plus sense gift or something that it's like a harnessing of energy. So this could be you in an energy healing capacity. What's really interesting to me is that the Queen of Pentacles came out as the main challenge, and the 7 of Wands is the sort of victory after the challenge. So it's almost like the potential for like overconfidence, and I'm hearing hubris a little bit. Not nurturing yourself, hubris in the sense of like in the ways that it might disconnect you from things that you know at a deep, deep level, but that you neglect because you're turning away from this otherwise. Now, this is almost like, I almost get this to be like your higher self holding the door open for you. Like I'm getting this elevator vibe, like holding the door open for you, holding the light for you, holding this remembrance open for you. Like the Seven of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite is like the advocacy card in my mind. Like to me, and I mean, it could be the Aquarian energy, but it's like this advocacy card where you are stepping into your power, you're stepping into your knowing, into your knowledge. And I get a lot of solar and sacral energy center vibes from this, which tell me that there's a way that you're integrating a pleasure with what you do and a will as well. So it's like this confident, yes, I can do it energy with this, and it can also feel good energy. And I think that this is where this hubris comes in, because I don't think that, I think that you may have encountered ways that this lesson has come to the fore for you, but there are ways that it hasn't necessarily been integrated, at least not in the context of the energy that you're working with now. And this, I'm almost getting as like soul star chakra awakening, 12th chakra. I was doing a reading for, I think it was Virgo, and that came rocketing through 12th chakra. And just this opening of like a higher wisdom. And I think that's what you're accessing here. And I think that it's almost like the hubris is that you don't believe that it's possible. Like you're confident in the 3D, but are you as confident in the 5D? Are you as confident with the 5D, with that part of you, right? You've achieved a certain command over the physical. There's no doubt about that. But this is also, we reflect on things differently when we think about 5D, because this is like a different kind of skill set here. It's a different kind of skill set, right? So this is, I think your higher chakra is here to just remind you that you're capable, but you have to stay connected. That's the victory here. The victory is the understanding that you can be connected. And I think that this is you connecting, period. So this is a good flow through this particular day and the energies of this week. So we had 2 here. So we have the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Swords on the sort of interesting. It's almost like on the path back from this understanding or this realization, this like a little aha moment that we have. It's like you're leaving behind feelings of being left out, or like, crying over spilled milk, because you're understanding that the cup is refillable. You're understanding that it's not like spirit is not a finite resource, right? This is water that we're pouring, right? We understand that spirit is not a finite resource, that it's an abundant resource. So if the cup's empty, we can refill it. And it's like we're understanding that there's an easier way for us to do this. Damn. The channeling is so good. So good. Spirit, can I please get some messages for my daily creatives for May 4th to clear this up? May the 4th be with you. Oh, it's such a dad joke. Oh my God. I just realized. May the 4th be with you. Revenge of the 5th. Anyways, I'll stop. My inner big kid is like, yes, I forgot about this. Anyway. Ooh, coming out as the Muse of Materials and the 2 of Pentacles. So Muse of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like there's this bridging energy that you're building into and onto through the week. What you think is keeping you in indecision, or like in limbo, I'm getting like this liminal space that you're in because there's something you're not seeing, because you're doing too many things at one time. This is the hubris, right? This is the confidence piece. The beautiful part is that I get that this is like really pulling you into this bridging energy, 3D self, 5D self. I'm getting this theme hugely in the readings that I've been doing for May and otherwise. But it's almost like this is what we see in the 3D. What's actually happening is, do you see this diamond right here? You can kind of see it, right? Pressure turning rock into diamonds. I almost get that this is the 5D version of you crossing the bridge to understand more of what you want. And these are guides that you have that are speaking to you, not just about what's most important to you in terms of values, but what's most important to you that will allow you to be at ease and peace with yourself so that you are not balancing everything, so that life is in balance, so that you are not balancing constantly. There's something that has to ground, that has to happen here. Again, there's an energy that you're working with now that you need to understand and be able to integrate effectively, my daily creative. So I think that's sort of starting to happen here for you. For some people, I feel like this is more an energy that's a bit higher than 3D and whatnot, but it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be. I feel, though, that there's going to be specific markers on the path, North Star. There's going to be specific markers, North Star, X marks the spot, a lot of maps, like soul maps. I'm hearing soul maps. You're going to hear it in the quiet, though. Right? Only in the quiet, me time. This is, again, solar plexus energy, right? So it's connecting you to that center, that center of, yes, I can do this. And there's going to be a certainty that comes from it, but there's a soul map that you're following. So I'm going to clarify these cards because that's how we do it here. No, you know what? I'm going to use these ones. I'm going to use the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. Spirit, can I get some clarification here on this 5 of Cups, 10 of Swords, Page, and Muse of Pentacles, please? Thank you so much. For May 4th. Soul maps. I feel like there's like a navigational system that you need to tune into internally. And like you don't need a dash cam. I know some people drive with dash cams out of like concern because of how people drive, which is a legitimate concern, but it's like I just heard you don't have to worry about turning on the dash cam. Like you don't need to drive with fear when it comes to spiritual navigation right now, because I feel like you are quite protected. Hold the lessons close that the full moons have taught you in the past. I'm just getting that on this person holding the full moon very closely to them. The full moon may make you feel like whatever it is that you're releasing on the 16th with the Scorpio full moon, it's going really deep into your consciousness. And I feel like you're releasing something or someone that is, you're releasing something or someone that has tested your resolve, tested not a personal resolve, like a resolve in the belief in how your emotions may be able to flow. Interesting. I'm hearing something about family too. So that could be, this could also just be releasing expectations, right? Like it's like you're playing your cards close, but I think that the full moon in Scorpio is an opportunity to let go of that and to really do a bit of a dive, not too deep of a dive. We don't want to create problems where there aren't any, but I think that this 10 of Swords is you really releasing and marking an end to a particular pattern or habit or something along those lines, to do with this, like this balancing act that we've been doing. And like turn off the dash cam. Yeah, you don't need to play your cards so close to your chest. Spirit, can I get some messages here to clarify the Page or the 2 of Pentacles and the Muse of Pentacles, as well as the 5 of Cups and 10 of Swords? Thank you so much. So Page of Swords, Page of Swords and King of Swords. This is like new insights, but they're very clear to you. And this is also an alignment of words and actions. So where we may have been in imbalance with 2 of Pentacles, we're coming into a place of being in very strong balance, where we're able to be very clear in our communication. So this is like clear communication that is that does not have that edge of needing to hedge around things because we aren't sure, because we're preoccupied. We have those 2 pentacles in our hands, right? This is sort of the outcome and what we're letting go of and how we're moving forward post letting go of this energy. Now, you don't have to wait for the full moon to do it. You don't have to wait for the full moon to release things. But I do get that there's an energy here that you're wanting to do something about it in a ceremonial way, a ceremonious way. You don't need, the energy is very activated at that time. I know my dreams tend to take on something of a prophetic quality around full moons. So I am learning, but you can also create this energy and create a container for it in your life in general, right? So it's not just this particular time or around this particular time that you're able to work with this energy. Spirit, can I get some additional messages here to clarify the King of Swords? Fool, yeah. Taking the leap. Lots of air energy, though. So this could be related to Mercury retrograde, given the abundance of communication here as well with the swords. Swords are more thought, but in the Page and the King, these are messages and people with messages, the things to say, right? Things to say, things to see, things to do. That's kind of what this is here. Knight of Wands. So we have Page of Swords, King of Wands, the Fool, and the Knight of Wands. I just heard thank you next. Oof. I say that with the Knight of Wands tends to have a bit of player energy. This is also someone who's very passionate. So it's also an energy that's very passionate and competitive, like thinking about what fires you up. This is also being very frustrated by a lack of progress thus far. So it's almost like you have to understand that when you take a leap, right? When you take a leap on something or take a chance on something, because we're in the Fool energy, which is Uranian energy, which is 11th house, community, collective, that kind of thing, which is very in keeping with this Tower energy and integrating the energy to do something bigger, to be part of something bigger. Very 10 of Pentacles of you. Very 10 of Pentacles of you. 2121 on the time. But when we get into this energy, it is, you could be frustrated because things seem to be going very slowly, but you need to remember that there's an Emperor energy here within you, and you're sort of charting the course here. The Queen of Pentacles is the challenge position, but the Seven of Wands was the sort of releasing of that. And it's like you're almost, in a sense, you're remembering who you are, right? And this is like a portal opening up inside of you. Let me do this here, and sorry if I'm making you dizzy. It's like a portal that's opening up inside of you in a way. And that's really allowing you to see with very clear eyes. And it's also allowing you to see opportunities and things that come across your path very clearly as well. Equally, if not more so, clear. Spirit, can you please clarify this Seven of Wands for me? Three of Wands. It's almost like you can expect different things now. It's not that the things themselves are different, but you're able to expect... your expectations have shifted a little bit here. I'm getting an expectation shift, leaning more towards positivity and more positive things. Spirit, can I get some additional messages here? Thank you so much. King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Three of Cups again. It's almost like you're reinvesting your energy in what's most important to you, and you're understanding what you need to walk away from, specific to communities and collectives. And just group energy, that friendship energy. This is also, Three of Cups is like that being part of something bigger than yourself, right? Which is, the minor arcana reflection of the world, which is the major arcana. It encompasses the Three of Cups and also the 10 of Pentacles, right? This long-term invested energy, Saturnian energy, where we're taking something and investing in the long haul. And I feel like this Three of Wands here is you wanting something that is a little bit more of a deeper commitment that, takes you a little bit deeper, right? And I get this X marks the spot and North Star energy here. So X marks the spot and North Star both coming together in this Seven of Wands. So this energy I'm getting is sort of like, this is a sign that these energy centers are going to be profoundly important. Number one. Number two, I also get the impression that this is where this is how you're going to identify what is most important to you, right? We have the King and Queen of Pentacles, which is also counterpart energy. And I am hearing that my cat needs to get out of the room. She would like to get out of the room. At least she's chirping at me here. And just in case she needs to use her bathroom, I'm going to do that. Hi, baby girl. Come on. Go ahead. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Back to the reading. So, Seven of Wands, the way I'm looking at this is that there's a way you're going to be able to identify what's most important to you now. It's going to help you chart this course. I'm getting just this map energy, compass, like could be North Node energy, that was activated with this solar eclipse that we had. Something about destiny points being activated, fate. There's like fate lines. I'm hearing the wheel, a lot of the wheel in these readings lately. It's not annoying. It's not even frustrating. It's just a lot of it. A lot of it. Lot of it. But I think the way that you know, and also with this eclipse energy here too, I see this in the 8 of Cups. Bingo, bango, right there, right? We see the solar eclipse there. We see the eclipse energy at least. And I think it's also an important message here not to let what's most important to you be eclipsed by the voices of others. Especially where it's concerning your path, right? Especially where it's concerning your path and what you know to be true for you and to you. And I think that's sort of being true to yourself and your North Star. And I think that life compels us to also equally be true to our North Node over time. So we also have the Seven of Swords in the Tower, which usually would kind of be like really harmful energy, but I feel like it's not. This is just, I think, the integration of shadow. And then once you do that, it makes you much more powerful. And not powerful as in power over. We're talking about powerful as in integrated and grounded. It's this sort of feeling like you can do just about anything. Or at the very least, the things that you set your mind to. So we have the Devil. That's more shadow work I'm getting. Retelling stories that we've told ourselves. But I think this is also Capricornian energy. This is like the stories that we tell ourselves, the stories that we've told others, the chains that bind us, golden handcuffs, that kind of idea. This is also a need to focus on one thing while really not punishing yourself. So as much as we do this, kind of shadow integration work and we become more powerful for it, we can also potentially hold on to unconscious guilt that we really need to let go of, because that will be the thing that keeps us in a kind of chains, when what we really need is to let ourselves let go. To let ourselves let go. Oh my gosh, this cat is like in, out, in, out. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which, just a moment, I feel like I need to get that dancing popcorn thing from the drive-through. And by drive-through, I mean drive-in. That would be the one for these intermissions where I have to let my cat in the freaking room. Come on. Okay, and she's back. Oh my goodness. So I think the Seven of Pentacles here is like, there's a lot of work that went into this, but it did. So High Priestess here too, Moon Energy. It has connected you to a lot more of your intuition. There's more wisdom from source from spirit that's become accessible to you. I think the key here is using this moon energy, the full moon in Scorpio, to really release any bits and pieces of that's been hanging on from the shadow work that you've been doing. Whew. Daily creatives, this is intense. It's like coming at me real fast. Yeah. So I had the Temperance card on the split and then the 8 of Wands. It's coming at me real fast right now. Okay. So Spirit, can I get some more clarification here, please? And thank you so much. High Priestess. So 10 of Wands, King of Wands, Temperance, 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. I'll clarify the Empress last. So to round this out, it's like, don't let your burdens your burdens get the best of you. Become the best of your burdens. Become the best from them, right? This is the King of Wands sort of looking at the journey to where they sit right now, to where they're sitting at this particular moment in time. No regrets. This is that like no regrets energy, right? Regrets are good to allow us. It facilitates a sort of looking back to know that something was meaningful. But do we really want to hang on to this? Hell no. And it's safe for us to let it go and to truly let it go. This is also making sure that we seize opportunities and remembering that the king has a wand, a staff. It doesn't, the king does not have 10 wands. It's about prioritizing which things are most important to put your effort into and which ones are not, right? So understand that. And just because muscle is built by breaking things down, by lifting more than we can carry, doesn't mean that that's how we need to do life. It doesn't mean that that's how we need to do life. Just because it's a physiological process that happens when we exercise does not mean that that needs to become a way of being. So if you're in hustle culture a little too much, it might be a call to pull back from it. Because like it makes for some great Instagram captions, but it's I will tell you, it will put you on the fast track to an autoimmune disorder. Speaking from experience. Thankfully anything has cleared up with that. But yeah, the Ace of Swords on the bottom. Absolute truth. Absolute truth. Not worth it, my friends. It's not worth that kind of energy. Okay, so then clarifying the 8 of Swords and the 3 of Cups, we also have Temperance, which is Sagittarian energy, 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. This tells me that you're able to see through other people's BS and any attempts at manipulation, which allows you to see the right opportunities when they come to you. It's allowing you to see the right opportunities as they arrive. And this is a specific opportunity I'm getting. This is a very specific opportunity that comes as a result of grounding your energy in this Empress form, right? This is, I'm getting that the Empress is very related here and connected to the, it's more manifestations of Queen energy, but I get that this, particular energy is very in conversation with this Ace of Pentacles in terms of, not just, this is like knowing, this is a deep connection to spirit and to the earth, but this is like the coming to fruition of that energy when it's grounded and integrated and firing on all cylinders effectively in your highest and best good. So Spirit, can you tell me about this Empress energy, please? What is this Empress energy? Empress. Oh, okay. Oh man, that's funny. Okay. You're almost worried about your own power, and the Emperor is here. Of course. Why wouldn't he be? More counterpart energy, and the 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck with the Page of Cups and the World. How is that a thing? I mean, how is it not a thing? But like, let's be real here. So we have the Empress, 9 of Swords, and the Emperor. So this could be about a specific connection that you're a little bit worried about. Another storyline that I'm getting here is that these are two parts of your own strength that you're almost like you're worried about them meeting in the middle because you're worried about your own power. It's that Marianne Williamson quote that it's not that we fear our own, it's not that, it's like we fear how much we can do and shine in the world when we finally get there. I'm butchering the quote, so forgive me, but that is the quote. And I think that that's kind of where you're at right now. In terms of a relationship, this is a very promising one. I feel like there's potential for where you either draw in an Emperor or you're drawing in an Empress. And it's leaving you really worried because this, you're like, whoa, this hasn't happened before. It's like the reaction when I drew these cards, right? Like, how does that even happen? Like this shows up on your doorstep and you're like, I don't understand this. And it throws you into a place of worry that really isn't in your best good. So it's almost like you need to find the strength within you to understand that you drew that to yourself by virtue of just being the thing that you want to attract, right? So it's understanding that and letting that be a positive mirror for things and understanding that this little tiny offer of love coming, be it love in a project, be it love for someone, be it love from someone, anything along those lines. I think that all of this is beautiful energy. You have so much already. And this page energy may be someone being like, well, you have all this, I don't know what to offer. Like big fish in a little pond. Like, I'm not sure what to give you because you have so much. And this Saturn lesson is here as a reminder that the goal isn't to be offered or offer specific things like this. The goal is to experience, to learn, to grow, to all of these things together, right? This isn't about the stuff. This isn't about the shininess of the offer. This isn't about those types of things. The 10 of Cups and the Page of Cups are here, I think, as a reminder of what's most important when it comes to love and the ways that people show their love and affection, right? Do you need huge, flashy displays, or are you okay with small offers that are sincere, heartfelt, and genuine? It's about understanding those things about yourself. And also for work too, like, does it have to be the flashiest job or thing ever for you to feel satisfied with it? right? What is it that you actually want? This is a question mark here. This is also a question mark, because sometimes when we come face to face with a counterpart and someone who is like really on our level, who excites us, it also terrifies us. It scares the crap out of us, because then we have so much to lose all of a sudden, right? And it's not like we can lose anything, because nothing real can be threatened. A Course in Miracles says this, right? Like we can't, it can't be, nothing can be screwed with in that way. But this is really about understanding that this is within you already. This is within you already. So it's only natural that it would start to manifest outside. And maybe the reason why it's coming in a page form, a smaller form, is because Spirit recognizes that if it was anything bigger than a page, it might just scare the crap right out of you and make you absolutely turn away from it, right? But there's something that's coming to a completion here. There's a cycle, and cycles are more the wheel, but I'm getting that there's like cycles that are ending and ones that are beginning with the Ace of Pentacles here, because of the work that you've put in so far. And that's less about cycles that are outside of your control. That is more the coming together of things that are within your control, while having respect for the things that you cannot control, and the integration of those two things in making choices that are healthiest for you and for the path that you want to be on. Side note, this is also fixed energy. They can also represent Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius signs. This could also just be different parts of your chart that were particularly activated through the eclipse. And so on that note, we're going to go through the signs here. So we have Uranian energy in the 11th house. The Emperor is Aries in first house. We have the Emperor again. So that's 2 times that shows up. The Empress as well. But the Empress is, have in a moment, the Empress is Venus energy. Oh my goodness. And that is also tied to Libra as well. In addition to that, we have Capricorn energy. We also have some Mars energy, more Mars. So this, again, Mars is very active. So this could be this could be a reading that has threads in it that weave through several weeks of this month. So I'm getting the impression that this is kind of a big one to pay attention to in the bigger picture. So Capricorn energy is 10th house and Saturn. So again, the world here with Saturn. So the themes here are Mars energy, Aries, a lot of Venus energy, transformative energy, as well as Saturn lessons and energy, and moon and eclipses too. So those are the big ones. I mean, so like everything that's happening this month. So the energy may just be apropos to what's going on astrologically speaking, but I wanted to delineate it for you so that you could see it. So I'm going to pull from the notes from the universe on love and connection, that deck here. Okay. Spirit, what messages do you have for May 4th? What messages can I share with my creative collective here? All there is to love has been there all along. Don't be misled. So all there is to love has been there all along. I get this almost as like it's like all of the keys have been here this whole time. And I think it's just going to really surprise you. Don't be misled is more so this like understanding what to look at and what perspectives to take and hold about different situations that you're facing. Now, the Miracles Now deck, I'm going to pull from just to close out this reading for you, my daily creatives. So let's do this. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for my daily creatives for May 4th, please? And thank you so much. I speak with confidence because the world needs my light. And there is always a solution of the highest good. Yes. So I think that there's a way that we are shining our light through seeing with Spirit and what has been there, what love has been there all along. This isn't Mercury retrograde going back to people energy necessarily. This is more so seeing through the eyes of Spirit and seeing what love has just been there the whole time, right? This isn't about like new things. We're not reinventing the wheel. And then don't be misled is really this sort of, don't question yourself. There is always a solution of the highest good. We just have to see it, right? We just have to see it. So that is your reading, my daily creatives. I hope that this resonated. If it did, please like and subscribe. It helps me to grow this channel, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate your time and your eyes. There are other ways you can check out different videos throughout the weeks and throughout the month. Do check those out on the channel. But if this is where we part, my daily creatives, I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are and what you're doing on the time-space continuum. Thanks so much for your time, and have a wonderful day. May the 4th be